If people are making money in their business, whomever you follow that you love and you love binging their stuff and consuming their stuff, that person spends their time diagnosing someone's problem and treating it. As I am sharing with you about making your first 20K, and even as I shared with you that it took me a year to make my first 20K, and then I just did it in a shorter amount of time until I hit six figures, multiple six figures and beyond. I know already some of the things that your brain is presenting to you, right? So your brain might be saying one of three things, and I want to tackle all these three and talk about how you can make your first 20K in your business. So let's start there. What are the steps to making your first $20,000 in your business? It comes down to three things. There's only three things you have to do to sell to someone. Okay? And in order for me to explain this, I want you to have the picture in your head of someone standing at the edge of a cliff. So they're standing at the edge of the cliff and you are on another cliff on the other side, and there's a big, vast canyon between the two of you. Okay? So selling is this. Here's what you need to do. These are the steps. Number one, you must show the person the other side, the point B. That's where you are. You are at the point B. You're selling the transformation. You're selling what they desire. This is called desire-based marketing. So you're pointing them to the new thing, the new way you want them to approach life, what they want, right? The desires that they have. So for you all, you guys want to have a profitable coaching business, right? And so when I am pointing you to the point B, I am sharing with you what it's like over here on this side, right? Where we have a successful and a profitable coaching business, right? Where you are making $20,000 in your business, right? And doing that in a shorter and shorter amount of time, right? That's the first thing you have to do in sales, right? That's step one. So to talk about step two, I'm going to bring you back to the picture of the person standing at the edge of the cliff, looking out to you on the other side. There's a canyon, right? They don't want to fall to their death. They want to be on the other side with you. They want to be at the point B, but they also see that there's a big drop off and they're not trying to fall to their death. So the second thing you have to do is you have to build and then show them the bridge that is going to get them across to the other side. Your bridge is your intellectual property. So when I talk about your transformational process, that is the bridge. That's the process that's going to get them to the other side. That's part of the bridge. There are other aspects to the bridge. There's a lot of misunderstanding of what the bridge actually is. And it is your IP. It is your intellectual property. It is your process. It is what you did to get to the other side. But there's so much more than that as well. Okay. So you have to now build the bridge and then you have to show it to them. You have to illustrate to them that you have the bridge, that it is available to them. Okay. So that's the second thing. You have to show them the bridge. And that's why I really like this picture of the person standing at the edge of the cliff, because it really highlights the fact that if the person does not feel safe, they will not buy. You have to have a very clear, this is the point B, this is who you'll be, this is what you'll be able to do, this is what you'll be able to have. And they have to know that they will be able to safely get to the other side. And if they don't know that, they won't invest. That's the second thing. And then the third thing, let's take you back to the drawing, or to the drawing that I want you to have in your head, right? The illustration. So your person is at the point A, they're standing at the edge of a cliff. You're at the point B, you're on the other side. And it's beautiful over there. And you have now built the bridge. And now you have to show them the bridge and show them the point B. But here's the problem. I want you to imagine that person standing at the edge of the cliff has a huge rock in front of their face, a boulder, if you will, a boulder of unbelief. Okay, so these are the misconceptions, the fears, the things that they think are going to be involved in them actually getting to the other side. And it doesn't even matter that there's a firm bridge because you have this huge boulder of unbelief in your face that's telling you you are not going to be able to get there, sis. And if that's not something you want to do, you're not going to step. You're not even going to be able to see the bridge. You're not even going to be able to see the point B or picture yourself over there, right? So selling is shifting belief. Selling is getting someone to see themselves walking across that bridge to the other side. But if they have this boulder of unbelief in their face, they're not going to be able to do it. So the third step of selling is you removing that boulder of unbelief, knocking down that rock of unbelief, moving it out of the way so that they can now see the point B. They will be able to see exactly who they will be, what they'll be able to do, and what they will have, right? And then you're able to show them the bridge to get them to that side, right? So again, there's three things. You have to show them the point B, right? Who they will be, what they'll be able to do, or what they'll be able to have. But then you also have to build the bridge for them and show them that bridge. But then you also have to move that rock of unbelief. So you move the rock of unbelief, you show them the point B, you build the bridge. Those are the steps to selling. That is all you need to focus on to make your first 20K. That is all you need to focus on. And the more you hone that skill to be able to show up on social media and do that through your messaging, through your live videos, through your sales calls, right? The more you're able to do that, then you're able to make that money in a shorter and shorter amount of time. And I want you to just think kind of globally when I describe that. What you are essentially doing is you're diagnosing their problem. So think about the rocks of unbelief, right? And where they are at the point A being the problem. You're diagnosing it, and then you're laying out a treatment plan for them to get to the other side. The treatment plan is the bridge. So that's all that's happening. You're diagnosing and you're treating. And the more you're able to do that on social media, the more money you will make. That is how this works, period. And it's an iterative process. You're going to keep growing this muscle, your selling muscle. It's a muscle you build, right? It's not that there's certain people that are born knowing how to sell and some people that just don't know how to sell. No, there's people that work toward selling. They just do this over and over and over and over again, right? And they evaluate. They take what worked, what didn't work, and they think about what they want to do differently, and then they make adjustments, right? And then there's the people who sit and kind of get frustrated that they're not making money, and they never get started, or they start and then they fall flat on their face and they fail, which is part of the journey, is going to be like not getting this right? And instead of learning from that and growing from that, what they do is they then just, well, didn't work for me. I guess I'm not cut out to be a coach. I just need to learn how to sell better. Right? Like I need to communicate the value better, right? I need to build the bridge. I need to show them the bridge. I need to show them the point B. I need to be very clear and specific about exactly what I'm selling to them. I need to knock down their rocks of unbelief, move those boulders of unbelief out of the way. Not, oh, I guess I'm not good enough. I don't measure up. Everyone else is better than me. I guess it's not in the cards for me to have a profitable coaching business. You can choose another way of thinking about building your business, okay? So those are the 3 steps to your first 20K.